New Orleans is not all about the mosque. It's not all about the river. It's all those things are great, but it's also there's art being made here, new art, contemporary art. You know, and that's all. You know, and it's important for a city to that the rest of the nation know that. You know, and hopefully we can get that out there and let people know that stuff's being made here. You know, still.
It was something that kind of started before the storm, but kind of took a different shape completely. I found that it was like very necessary to try to get all the people together as quickly as possible and try to get something while everyone's kind of watching and seeing what is happening with the city and try to get people's work out of the city.
When we first got all the books back, remember that? We had like 1,000 books getting loaded off the truck, and we're all excited, and we get them inside, and then we look at each other and we're like, oh no, we have to get rid of these now, you know, like, and we didn't know how to do that really.
I guess it was a little bit harder because when people pitch an idea in the city, especially something as nebulous as a book, people kind of don't really take you seriously. So it was kind of like we had to kind of pull together as many people as we kind of knew and work with that.
Yeah, this time around for the second one, for Delicate Burdens, it's been a little bit easier to get submissions because people know about it already and they've seen the first one and they know that we're being, you know, it's sincere and it's you know, they trust the publication.
I feel that it's more grown up and more like a gallery exhibition as opposed to here's something that's really cool to look at.
One of the great things about it is that it's writing and visual art, photography, and it's all together and it's not sectionalized.
The first one is what it is, and we want to try to push that a little bit differently.
You know, the first one is called Replicas and Replacements, and it kind of spoke to this sort of idea that right after the hurricane, everybody was sort of feeling really, it was tough and it was horrible and it was chaotic, but there's still the sense of like there's gonna be like change, there's gonna be immediate like sort of potentiality for, you know, we saw these chances to like, you know, get things on track, and we thought like, you know, that's when the promises were being made and all this stuff. And the Delicate Burdens sort of is like a little bit, you know, some of that's gone, a lot of that's gone, and sort of realization that it's tough and it's gonna be tough for a long, long time, and you know, this place is also precious and beautiful and wonderful, and for all the reasons that people stay here, all the reasons why people love it here and like continue to come back.
Right, it's that feeling that I think a lot of people were having in the city at the time that we came over there, and still the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I think a lot of people struggle with all the time, and so I think that kind of says a lot about the whole society here.